I thank you all for your love, for your likes, for your support. Okay, guys, let's see what I'm gonna teach you today. Well, the question of the day is a job for life a good thing? Please stay with me to the end of this video because I'm gonna talk about this question at the end. Well, let's take a look at our questions and answers and possible kind of conversation or sentences or structures that you could use when you're talking about jobs. Okay. When you want to ask somebody what their job is, you could ask it this way. What do you do? What do you do? Be careful. It's quite different from what are you doing. When I ask you what are you doing, you say, for example, well, I am watching your video, I am doing my homework, I am washing the dishes, I am listening to the music, I am doing something. But when I say what do you do, it means what is your job? Or what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? It means that you do something to make money. Or what line of work are you in? What kind of work? Or what sort of work do you do? What sort of work do you do? What line of work are you in? Or, well, when you say, for example, what kind of job you have, people may ask you, who do you work for? Who do you work for? Well, for instance, you may answer this way. I'm not working at the moment. Yes, sometimes it happens that you are a student, for instance, and you really don't have time even to have a part-time job. So you say, I'm not working at the moment. Or maybe you could say, I work in an office. I work in an office, but you don't, say exactly what you do. They could ask you, well, what do you do exactly? What do you do exactly? Or you could say, I've been made redundant. Means I lost my job and the company didn't need me anymore, doesn't need me anymore. Well, people could have part-time jobs and full-time jobs. You're quite familiar with these two expressions because they are kind of international. So sometimes you are unemployed, means you don't have a job. Some people are unemployed. When they don't have a job, it means that they are unemployed. Come on, for people who are unemployed, don't worry. It's not gonna last forever. Or out of work. Out of work. They have no work. Or looking for work. At this moment, currently, I am looking for work. I am looking for a job. I don't have a job, but I want to have a job. So I am filling out forms, or I am, for example, writing my resume and I send it to different companies. Anyway, I am looking for work. I am looking for a job. Or I'm retired. Well, about me? No, not yet. It's too early, but my father is retired, of course, means he has worked for between 25 to 35 years and now he is retired. Or you could say, I do some voluntary work, means it's not a real work, like they don't pay me, but I do some voluntary work. For example, if you're gonna work in the UN, United Nations, okay, at the beginning, most of the time you should do some voluntary work, means you do something, but you are not paid. You don't get any money for that. And at the same time, you learn something. Do some voluntary work. Or you could say, for instance, I work for a bank. When somebody asks you, who do you work for? I work for a bank. I work for myself. Or I have my own business. I have my own business, or I work from home. Okay, these days there are so many people who are working from home. If you are a person who is right now and at this moment, because of this coronavirus and corona pandemic, is working from home, please write it in the comment section below. I work from home. Maybe you do something that other people need and they could just turn to you and ask you to help them anyway. Or, well, it's a good place to say who you are, what you do, and perhaps advertise yourself. Why not? Or advertise your business or the kind of thing you do, or even find a job if you are unemployed. So anyway, let's take a look at it again. All in all, what do you do? For example, I'm not working at the moment, or what do you do for a living, or what do you do? I've been made redundant, or for instance, I work in an office. What line of work are you in? This is the same thing. Who do you work for? I work for myself, I work for a company, I work for somewhere. Or and these days most of us work from home because we couldn't go to work at this time, so it's a good idea to work from home. And the question of the day, is a job for life a good thing? Well, this is the question that so many people ask, like, is it good to have a job for a long time, like for 20 years, 15 years, 30 years? And people have different ideas, and that depends very much on the kind of person you are. I mean, your own characteristics and the society, and the amount of support that you can get from different organizations in your country. Because sometimes we feel we should stick to a job because it is safer, but at the same time, maybe if you take the risk and change different jobs, you could make more money, or you could just find better opportunities. Well, it's not only about money, but also relationships, different opportunities in your social life, and things like that. Please answer this question. I really want to know what you think, guys. Is a job for life a good thing? It means, is it good to have a job for a long time and not change it, or not? Or if you have any experience and you want to share it with other people, please do it here in the comments. And don't worry about your vocabulary or grammar or structure, whatever, just write it down, okay? Unless you write, unless you speak, unless you make sentences, you couldn't learn English. Well, guys, it was nice meeting you again. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, like this video, share it with others, and write something in the comments. Have a very nice time, and goodbye.
Yes!